Hi everybody, welcome back. On this video, I want to actually show you something from my experience, something that I learned which is very valuable. How to grab data, all right, from arrays and printing it out on the screen with a loop. We're going to go through each item on the array and we're going to print it out on the screen individually in a nice list, in an unordered list, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let me show you exactly how that works. And sorry if I sounded there a little broken with my broken English, but um, I just went to the dentist and it was not really pretty. My mouth is still so I get more broken than usually. So, anyways, I sound more broken than usually. Let's go ahead and save that blank.html into our code editor. Let's do a save as, and let's call this printing arrays. All right, that's a weird, you probably would never see that name on any course ever. Open browser, and now we have that. Let's open a script tag and let's start coding, right? It's nice that we're coding JavaScript, but aren't, for those of you especially that are brand new, right? It's nice that we are doing something, right? Refresh, and we are on that page. So now, we got to make the array first. I'm going to show you two ways of actually making arrays. Now that I'm talking about arrays, let me show you. So let's first make an array, and I'm going to call this names. And well, let's do the array, and we do that with new parentheses, and then we put the values in here. And let's first, of course, we're going to put my name in there, right? And then we're going to put your name in there, right? Are you a John? Well, I don't know. Maybe a Jose or a Peter. I don't know. I can't write it like that. I need quotes. I can use double quotes in here too. Or a Mohad or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to be creative here. I'm sorry if I did not get your name, all right? But anyway, so we have this, and let's just put some numbers here too. Actually, this is an array with a names array, so let's not put anything else in here. You know, we write numbers without the apostrophes, just to let you know. And strings and text with single quotes or double quotes, all right? But I'm not going to use numbers, all right? So, and if we want to see that array, we can just go ahead and alert the whole thing out, but sometimes that's not useful because we want to use those as individual value. What about if I want to show the user? You see all the names there? What about if I want to show the user these names in a table, right? Let's go ahead and make an unordered list, and let's give the user a little more user-friendly format, right? Let's make outside the script tags. Let's make an unordered tag, UL tag right here. And the way that we are going to be printing out, and let me just make some space here. The way we're going to be printing out this array here in a list item inside these UL tags, we're going to print out Edwin in a list item, John, Jose, and Peter. They're going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 list items actually. Is by using a loop. All right, so I think you're going to like this. Let me just make this smaller because that's too big. I understand that. Hopefully you're able to see that for mobile devices out there. All right, and let's make this smaller. We don't need that big. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. So let's use a loop. While, right, something is true or false, we are going to be printing out those list items there. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the function that's going to help us print it on the screen. Remember the document.write. If I already showed you that, then you know what it is. But document.write, this is a pre-built function in JavaScript, and it will write stuff on the screen for us. We can write numbers without apostrophes or strings with apostrophes, which is the double quotes or single quotes. All right. So what do we want to do here? We want to go and iterate. This is what it's called iterate. It means we want to go through the array to each individual value of the array, and then we do something with it. All right. So how are we going to do this? Let's set up the index first. and let's set it up to I equal to 0. So now we have the index. Now we need a condition of this loop here, because we have the array, we have the values inside there. We need to find a way to iterate through this. So we're gonna say while I is less than, well, this is what it's gonna do, less than names. And look at this. This is a method that I haven't showed you. I'm gonna show you this little trick. It's called that length. This is something that's already built in JavaScript, and this will give me the length of any element on the document. All right, this is like a method. All right, but later on you probably learn that in the advanced courses. All right, when you start learning about object-oriented JavaScript and all that stuff. But on this introduction here, I just want to show you the major components. So while I is less than the length of this array, I want to print out the array names square bracket I. And now you're gonna flip out on this. What in the world did you do, Edwin? I'm completely lost. That's probably what you're saying right now. Hopefully some of you out there got it. But all right, so let me just show you what I did here. All right, so we have the arrays here called names. All right, and we use I as an index of 0. So I is 0 right now. I say as long as I, which is 0, is smaller than the length of this array, and the length of this array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I want you to print out name square bracket, which if you when I show you about arrays, you know that we refer to the values of this array by the name of the array enclosed in brackets, right? So this one will be 0, and I'll probably give you an exercise files or a quiz after this, because you need to know this. This is gonna be name square bracket 0, right? The value 0, and then name square bracket 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? It's 5 values in here, but they start at 0, and that's how you refer them. So these names is the name of the array, and then square in brackets we are referring to the value that's inside here. But now I is gonna be like it's counting. I is getting inside its values here. When I gets in here, it's gonna like kind of use this value here. All right, so I is gonna get inside the array. So I is gonna be equal to Edwin at the 0 index. Then it's gonna be equal to John at the 1 index, and so on. I'll show you right now how we do that. But first, this is a UL tag, so we need to actually write it down. We need to put the LIs, right? The list items there. All right. And we need to enclose this in quotes, apostrophes, because it is a string. And we need to concatenate this. This is how we put strings and variables and other elements together with a plus symbol. This is not going to add it. Remember, when you have a string and you have anything else besides a string, it's going to convert everything into a string. All right, so if I refresh here, oh, of course it's not going to do anything because I just made an unlimited, not unlimited, a infinite loop. Let me just open this again. Make sure that you always increment your variable. All right, right here. I forgot to do that. Let's open in the browser again, and as you can see, I have the list print out right here. All right. So hopefully you were able to understand this. If not, I'm going to leave this as an exercise file, but I'm also going to give you leave this example there. Probably on the next video, I'm going to give you a couple of these there, and maybe give you a quiz and ask you some questions. That way you can get this right. Remember to know this before you jump into any other course. This is very important. You need to practice. I'm going to give you a couple other examples, but make sure that let me just recap a little bit for those of you that want me to repeat it again. For those of you that are ready, jump into the next video. But if you want me to explain it, I'm going to explain it again right now. All right? So we have an array here. We have certain values in here. All right, so if we want to print out that array, let me just take this off to show you. take all that off, right? And we want to print out, and don't worry about what's in the comment section. We want to print out the first value there, which is Edwin. We come here and we refresh and we print out Edwin, right? And if we want to print out the second value, we refer to it as names square bracket, right? Number 1, refresh. But right now it's printing out only 1 because that's what we're referring here. That's what we are telling it to do. But when we put the I is going to be equal to whatever position the I is in on the array. So let me just undo everything there. Remember, the I has to go, this is a loop, so it goes around. So the loops right now, the I is going to go to the first spot of this array, which is Edwin, on the first round. So the I is going to be equal to Edwin there. Right? So the first time is going to be equal to Edwin. The second time is going to be equal to John. And the I is going to be equal to all these numbers, letter by letter, until the end. When it gets to the end, it's going to stop. Because we actually made the condition that when it reaches the length, the last, right here, the length, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When it reaches number 5, it stops. And number 5 is this item right here. Or number 4, because it starts at 0. So that's what we're doing right here. Refresh. The first time it goes around is equal to Edwin the second time. And that's why I always keeps equaling one of these in the arrays. And that's how you do that. But now let me show you how you can also use another array before you go. And I'm going to comment all this out here. And there's another way of doing arrays which is really nice. Let's do another array called last names. And look at this one. Done. That's the array right here. Alright, and I'm just gonna put my last name in here. And somebody else's last name. I don't know, Taylor. For some reason I hear that last name is all over the place. Taylor. Maybe she's just a famous artist or something. She or he. I don't know. But anyway, so let's alert this out on the screen. And let's say last names. And refresh. And as you can see, it prints out the whole array there. Alright, so this is another way of actually writing array. This is a shorthand version of that format with the parentheses and all that. So this is actually a lot easier than writing new array. A lot easier than writing this whole thing, right? And we come here and we do the last. Look how easy that is. And just parentheses. I mean the square brackets. A lot better, right? But anyway, I'm gonna leave this for you here, and hopefully you were able to understand all this here. If it doesn't make sense, make a discussion, ask me, and I will try my best to give you the information to make you understand. This is very important. Again, you need this in order for you to go to another course, which is an advanced course of this, and program the right way, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time.